So then we move on to so this is the Amazing Spider-Man diorama. This actually got a lot of abuse for the base. As soon as people saw this, they were like, because they teased each of the characters, and people were like, "Oh my god, they're making, the Court Scale Miles, Court Scale Peter Parker, Court Scale this." And then when they put them all together, it was like, that base looks like cheese. Everyone was saying it looks like macaroni cheese. It looks really bad. It kind of like, it's almost like they haven't learned from what Sideshow did like 3 years ago. And,
I think that looks worse.
No, that's what I'm saying. They haven't learned from it, and they've made it worse. But the thing is what they've done
definitely looks like squeezy cheese.
Is what they've done is apparently they've gone away and they've gone, we're listening to what you're saying, and we're going to totally change the base. So
that's good news.
One of my issues with it as well is even if you take away that whole bottom explosion, I just find the characters are just too close together.
Totally. I think this whole I've got to be honest. I think that I don't want to be a cunt. I am a little bit, but
you are a cunt.
I think this concept is fucking horrendous. I think this is the typical put everybody together and hope it all comes out. She looks incredibly like she doesn't look balanced very well. He looks like he's hanging off the side. It just doesn't work. This whole concept for me. I think this needs to be scrapped and restarted, and everything redone again.
Yeah, no, I think it looks like basically.
That's why I wasn't invited to the Queen Studios pitch meeting, because I'd have been, if they'd have presented this to me, I'd have gone, yeah, I think you need to scrap the entire thing. I think it's awful.
I think it looks like someone designed Miles, someone designed Peter Parker, someone designed Gwen, and they were going to make them individually, and all of a sudden they've gone, oh shit, we've got a diorama license. Let's put those 3 statues in one. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, there's no flow to this piece whatsoever.
So the actual official post says, let me get it on my screen. Queen Studios Amazing Spider-Man versus Trio, 1 Court Scale improvements. Queen Studios wants to say a big thank you for your support and feedback on the Spider-Verse Trio 1 Court Scale statue. So far the reviews have been mixed, mostly because of the base design. After taking the feedback into consideration, we will review additional changes and notify you with our final decision. In the meantime, we have decided to add a new light-up feature inside the base to create a glowing effect for the smoke and flames. This should offer a new dynamic to the statue, which we will hope will make you think, gee whiz. That's quite funny, actually. We should offer a new dynamic to the statue, which we hope will make you think, gee whiz, instead of cheese whiz. More information and the details to follow. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for your support. So, they're going to address it, but I still think that base, even if clear resin and lit up, I don't know. I mean, it still needs work. And also, even if you look at that stop sign, it's been painted absolutely dreadfully. It's really rough. The seams on these flames as well. The texturing on her looks good. It doesn't look bad. But look at that stop sign. How rough that looks. That looks like a statue from like 2006. The way it's been painted. You can't do that now. You can't get away with that now.
My biggest problem with this is just the composition. The composition is really, really not there.
It's all just like shoved together. Let's fucking throw a web. Why would there be a web on an explosion?
No idea.
How would a web attach to the explosion? That makes no sense at all.
No.
Absolutely no sense. And then you got that coming out.
It just looks like a really big mess to me. It looks, like you said, it looks like they basically put 3 characters, they've jumbled them together, and they've tried to basically sandwich in the rest of it to mean something. And I just think it's a big mess.
But yeah, I mean, to have the explosion held by the web, that really bugs me now. I've seen that. But then also, if you look at that, I don't know if can you see my arrow? There's under her leg, there's a piece here as well where the seams are just dreadful, and that web on the back there bothers the fuck out of me.
I just think the fact that they're all so crunched together, like the pose of Spider-Man is like to make him as small as possible. The pose of Miles is to make him as small as possible. I just think the whole thing is really, it looks exactly like it is. It looks like somebody's tried to fit three things right in amongst each other, and it's just really a bit of a mess.
And her foot's actually jumping off of the flame.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know who. I mean, the thing is they do some absolutely fantastic pieces. There's no doubt about that. But for me,
can't hit home runs all the time.
Well, for me, I mean, I'm a Spider-Man fan. Even if this is other characters, but I'm a Spider-Man fan. And when I saw the kind of teasers, I was really excited. And when I saw this shown, I was just like, okay, that's money I don't need to spend. You know,
yeah.
That's the first image I saw. It's like that, and I got well excited to see that. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, come on! And then to see that, yeah, yeah, they need to do a lot of work. I mean,
I'd scrap the whole thing.
I'm interested
to be an arsehole, but I'm telling you, I'd stop. I would say no, and I would take it back to the drawing board.
You know, old Chris Michaels put one of his hit or miss videos on this today, and he never says anything negative. So I'm interested to see what he says about it.
So they're just hit videos then?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, so maybe that might be a miss.
Even that, if you look at that, and you're like, oh, that looks promising. Apart from you can see that web on the flame there. But now, yeah, dear God. Sorry, guys, but yeah, you need to relook at that and do a little bit more thinking about it. Yeah. This then is the Queen Studios Joker, other end of the spectrum. This looks phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this looks stunning. This
looks really stunning.
Love the pose of this. Love the expression. Love the mixed media. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's clear where the brains were in each meeting, isn't it?
What's that say again?
You know, like when you have two study groups, you put all the idiots and all the disruptive kids in the fucking group. You're like,
that was my group, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting there, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the fucking idiots group. And you know, like you have to write like a list of fucking, I don't know, I don't know, things that are green or something, and somebody says whatever, and the other one of the idiot group puts like my jumper or some shit. You know what I mean? It's just like that. The idiot group was working on the Spider-Man, and the fucking the brains that the elite of the Queen Studios group was doing Joker.
And that's $1,300. That Spider-Man thing.
It's like, come on, John.
Yeah.
John, stop licking the window, John. You're coming and you're helping us with the Spider-Man concept.
George, we've discussed this. You can't reach your elbow with your tongue. Stop trying. Come on, George.
Come to the meeting. So, you're doing Miles Morales today. No, it's not. It's not a cereal.
All you need to do, Richard. Is you just need to do some flames. That's what you need to do, my friend. Just a few flames, few explosions. Add them in there. Can't be too hard.
Yes, you could bring your cheese spread.
Yeah. Your cheese whiz, yeah, fucked up, Richard. Get to the back of the class and put your dunce hat on. God damn it. Anyway, so back on point. So yeah, the Dark Knight Joker comes in two versions. So you get the standard with the sculpted head, and then you get the artist edition, which is painted by the studio and rooted hair. The price point is pretty much double for the artist edition. That's what you get. I mean, but I would love to see. Do you know when you get those guys who just have to order both? You get those Asian collectors who have to have both. You want to see that? I want to see that review of both of them together. And I want to see. I want to
see DT do it.
Definitely.
DT, you do it, man.
Yeah, DT for sure.
Get them both. Show us.
Yeah. And then, so let's move on a little bit here.
I'd love half. Is it half fast reviews? That's it. Half fast reviews.
Half fast reviews. That's great. Yeah.
Check him out. Sub to him. He's fucking brilliant. I'd love to see him do it, but to be honest with you, I just like his whole process. His videos just make me piss myself laughing. So I actually watch him even when there's pieces I don't even like, and I would usually skim past. I will watch him review it just because he's fucking hilarious.
Joe figured the video's comment. The interns were doing the Spider-Man.
Yeah, we'll call them interns. The guys that are there for free.
This is actually like well displayable. Look at that.
Yeah, it's nice.
24 by 18 by 50, 51.7. That's actually really nice size.
18, you're not getting into a detail.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
No, you're an inch over.
Oh, damn you.
You're an inch out. I've got a 17 in, and that's it.
But no, that piece again, totally opposite end of the spectrum. Looks phenomenal. Probably, one of the better ones of the Jokers, especially when you put in the price consideration for the JND one. The JND one looks really nice, but I think this one looks better, and I think the head on this one looks better.
Agree. I think I agree with that.
I would actually be really pissed off if I bought the Queen Studios on the chair and then this came out, because the price point on this is much nicer, and I think it looks better. So yeah, I'd be a bit pissed off with that actually. Queen Studios, Dark Knight, Heath Ledger. Yeah, a paint artist will be Viper. Limited edition to 300 and includes artist's signature nameplate. Yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
Great pose as well.
Really Love it, yeah. Very iconic.
Yeah. That's where he walks in with Michael J. White, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only Michael J. White's going to fight Tyson.
That's a bad idea.
For who?
Michael J. White.
Well, if it's a boxing match, yeah.
Yes, because it's a boxing match. That's the whole point. It's if you're going to be able to kick and other things, and we can talk about it. If you're going to put gloves on with Mike Tyson, even in his 50s, you don't need to be 50. You don't want to be 52. That's the problem. You're fighting Mike Tyson at 50. You want to be 24.
Yeah.
You're fuck who you are in the boxing ring. You want to be that because.
Stuck on from Friday, yeah, so fed up with he played the Joker pieces. There's there a lot.
Don't blame you. Actually, you do have a point there. They've kind of licensed what's it been done to fucking they.
There's a lot of them now, and the thing is also now they're opening up all the fucking Jock and Phoenix ones as well, all at the same time. Every studio's gone. With so many great statues had in development, if you drop the ball, people are going to call you out. Of course. Yeah, and with so many reviewers now, you're going to get so many people doing comparisons. Comparing everything. So.
Well, what's important in life is to remember that if something is bad or something is discussed as bad, certainly here is where you're going to hear it most of the time. It's just because it's bad. It's not because we don't like Queen Studios because we love Queen Studios. It's not because we don't like the Joker because we love the Joker. It's got nothing. It's nothing personal. It's just how it is. It's purely business, baby. Purely business. Look at it. Yeah, you fucked up.
But the other side of it as well is, apart from that Spider-Man piece, but normally it's subjective, and we might be right for you, or we might be wrong for you. It depends. For
you, definitely, I'm not wrong, but for you, it might be wrong. That means just in my world, it means you're fucking wrong. But that's up to you.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying it's all subjective. It's art.